Hi everybody, and thank you for joining me in today's episode of the Pilates Basic Exercise Series. My name is Gudrun Kohler. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, and I'm happy to have you here with me. So today's exercise is single leg circles, which is a very classical Pilates exercise. We will do it on the mat, lying down there on our backs, and one leg will describe a circle, as the name says, in the air. But it's not primarily a leg exercise. It's a really challenging exercise for our core stability and for motor control and coordination. If you can have a belt at hand, it will help you as we will stretch the back of our legs, and this makes it a little bit easier and nicer. So let's roll down on our backs. And first of all, place our shoulders right above our hips symmetrically. The head is between our shoulders with a long neck, shoulders away from the ears. Now bring your thighs close to your chest and put your hands on your knees. We will warm up the hips. Let's lead our knees into circles. Two more circles. We warm up our hips and we change direction. The spine follows the movement quite naturally, just easy going. Now find your neutral pelvis position. Your knees are right above your hips now. A little bit of air under the lumbar spine. Your rib cage is really firmly into the mat. Shoulders glide away from the ears. Long neck again. Extend your legs as much as possible, if possible, fully extended, but maintain this lumbar lordosis. So don't roll back into a round lower back. Really maintain this one. We want to have a little bit of stretch here in the glutes too. Suck your kneecaps up, active thigh muscles. Now big circles in your ankles. 4 circles into one direction, then change direction. 4 circles in the opposite direction. Next we go into flex and point. Again, you can always bend your knees, but keep your knees right above your hips. Flex means we pull the heels away from the body, toes want to come towards the knees. Point means toes leading up to the ceiling, heels want to reach your knees or your hips. And we change. 2 more to go. And then put down your feet on the ground. Next, we're stretching our legs. If anyhow possible, let the left leg just glide away from you on the mat and extend it. If it's not possible for you to maintain a fully extended left leg without falling into a hollow back because your hip flexors are very tense, then please place your foot back on the mat and maintain a little bit of an angle here. Neutral spine is really important. If it's possible for you to extend your leg, then press it away from you. Shift it out into a really long position. The heel wants to reach out and the ball of your big toe wants to reach out too. So both are really leading away from you. Hip is fully extended, neutral spine. The back of your thigh wants to go down to the mat. The second leg, knee goes right above your hip. Lift it up. So this is happening. The right waist is really long. It's as long as the left waist, and your right sit bone tries to lead towards the left heel. From this position, extend your leg as much as possible. You can always use your belt for this stretch now. In this case, place the balls of your feet into the belt. Your wrists are neutral and you just grab the belt. So don't pull it round or your hands. but really use your fingers, use the strength of your fingers to keep your belt and hold it here. Elbows are wide, shoulders glide away from the ears. Again, send out your right hip, send out your left heel, send out the ball of your big left toe. And now you go into a nice stretch of the back of your right leg. This can be here, this can be higher up, wherever. In any case, neutral spine. You want to reach the glutes too with this stretch. You can just stay in a static stretch. You can go into a little bit of a vibrational movement very gently, or you can do, and this is my favorite version of the stretch, you can just gently, minimally, gently bend your leg and leave the knee where it is, and then against the pressure of your belt, extend your shins again. So knees gently bent, stays in this position, and then the leg is stretched into an even more challenging stretch. You decide whatever you want. We do it 2 more times. Long inhale, lengthen your spine. On the exhale, imagine that the back of your leg is just melting. It's very soft. Suck up your kneecap. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, a little bit more of a stretch. And then very slowly, very gently, get out of your stretch again. Knees right above your hip. You can, again, if anyhow possible, extend the leg. Bring it into point position. Internal, external rotation now. So just the leg rotates, the upper leg rotates in your hip, internally and externally, knee showing to the left and to the right. And that's it, almost. Now, external rotation, point, and now you try and lead the toe, or if the knee is bent, the knee of your right leg towards your left shoulder. In this external rotation, just a tiny little bit, as much as possible. You will feel a nice stretch here, especially in the iliotibial band, it's called. Place both hips on the ground, so don't lift up on the right side. Send out your right hip. One last inhale, and one last long exhale here. And then put down your right leg, let it glide out on the mat, same on the left side. If you can extend your right leg, perfect. Check where your right heel is going. Don't put it too far off to the side, really stay in your central axis. And extend your left leg as much as possible. Always use your belt if you want it or need it. Put the balls of your toes into the belt. Long left waist, left hip bone is reaching out to the right heel. Foot goes into flex. This really enforces the stretch here. And same like we had it before, you grab your belt with neutral wrists. Hold it firmly, elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades gliding down your breast cage, neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Either static or a little dynamic. Or maybe you want to just bend your knee very gently, and from this position, maintain knee and thigh where they are, and extend the leg here. 2 more long breaths. On the inhale, imagine you lengthen through your spine. On the exhale, feel the back of your leg melting from the kneecaps to the heels and from the kneecaps down to your hip. Long inhale. And then the exhale, sink into your stretch. And then very gently go back again. Slowly, gently. Never go out of the stretch too quickly. So, both legs on the mat. Have a pretty big angle, a wide angle between your upper and your lower leg, simply because otherwise the leg might get into the way. Left leg stays on the ground, right leg goes into tabletop, knee right above your hip. You extend your leg as far as possible. The only thing that's important is that permanently the knee stays right above your hip. Otherwise, if you extend the leg and would do the circles here, it would be too strenuous for your hip flexors and for the front of your thigh muscles. If possible, then extend your leg. And the first exercise which we will do is we will put a little bit of challenge to our oblique muscles in the trunk, in the core. You cross your arms and put both hands on your shoulders. Send the shoulders away from the ears again. Externally rotate your leg. And then, without any movement in the trunk, lead your right leg to the right side. You abduct it to the right side. And you do it without letting your left leg fall to the side again. This stays in its stable position. And without rolling over. You just go as far as your body allows with this abduction without any changes in the position of your trunk and leg. When you reach your final position, you try and bring the back of your left trunk even further down into the mat. So really engage the muscles here on the left side of your trunk. Go back to the center. Once again. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, activate your core, activate your pelvic floor muscles, send out your right leg and activate your left trunk really, really hard. Now check how far your leg has gone out. This is the maximum point which you can reach in the radius of your circles. It doesn't make sense to go out further. And come back again. In the first version of the single leg circus, we will keep one leg bent. In the second version, we will extend it. Normally, the exercise is executed 6 to a maximum of 10 times into each direction. We do it now 4 times with a bent leg in both directions, same with an extended leg 4 times. So, arms glide away, hands want to reach out to the end of the mat, wide shoulders, breast cage into the mat, active core. Externally rotate, then send the toes towards the left shoulder. So it's a crossover position. Your hip does not lift, it stays on the ground. It's a stretch in your glutes and in your thigh muscles. And on the exhale, you make a little circle. You go down, you go to the side, you know how far you can go, and you come back again. So we cross over, and on the exhale, engage your pelvic floor muscles, your core, circle around and come back. Nothing moves, only your leg moves in your hip joint. Cross around and come back. Last time, cross around on the exhale and we come back. We change direction now. Readjust the external rotation, send the shoulders away again, stable trunk. Abduct your leg and on the exhale, start your circle. Come back. Out we go and on the exhale we circle. Out we go on the exhale we circle. Last time and circle. That's it. So we change legs now. Right foot goes down onto the mat. Readjust your alignment here. Left leg reaches out into the sky, to the ceiling. Externally rotate. First we do this abduction exercise. You cross your arms, hands on the shoulders, same like before. Absolutely stable leg, trunk, nothing moves except your leg. You send out your leg to the left, engage the right of your core muscles and check how far you can go. Then you come back again. Next time, exhale, pelvic floor muscles, belly engaged, right side of your trunk, really, really, really engaged. Send out your left leg as far as you can. Check where your toes are. External rotation. Come back again. So this is how far you can go in your circles. Arms glide away, shoulders glide away from the ears. Active arms, external rotation in the leg. Long left waist. And we start our circles. You cross over a little bit towards the right shoulder. On the exhale, little bit of a circle, and come back. Cross, exhale, around and over. Cross, around and over. Belly is firm, navel is pulled in and up. Last one. And cross, around and over. Last one. Exhale and rotate. We go out and around. Come back. Go out, around, come back. 2 more to go. To the side and come back. And very last one out and exhale, circle and come back. Left foot goes down. Now, if anyhow possible for you, extend your leg now. If you can't do it without falling into a hollow back, put the foot back on the mat and neutralize your pelvis and your spine. If you can extend your leg, bring it into a slight external rotation. It's nicer for the hips if both legs are gently externally rotated. Point, again, check where your heel is. Try to bring your leg really into the central axis of your body and extend the other leg to the ceiling. External rotation. Long waist, equally long waist on both sides, rib cage into the mat, really, really strong core, active leg. Shoulders away from the ears, and we cross over, and on the exhale we start our circles, lead the leg back. Cross, around, and over. 2 more. Cross, around, and over. Nothing moves except your leg. And cross, around and over. We change direction. Readjust the external rotation. Imagine you have a pencil right on your big toe and this pencil is drawing its circles far, far, far away from you in the sky. You go out and back. Out, around and back. 2 more to go. Out, around and back. Try to have the speed equal at each point in your circles. So we're finished now, just so I don't want it to happen. It's out and yips, and then we go slow again. It's really a guided movement. Other leg. Right leg gliding out on the mat. Can rest now. Gently external rotation. Activated. Left leg goes up to the ceiling, externally rotated. And we move our left toes towards the right shoulder, start our circles. Exhale, go in your circles, come back. Cross, around and over. Draw your circles far away from your body, up in the air. Last one. And you come back. You go out, we change direction, readjust again the external rotation, active standing leg, we always call it when it's on the mat, and out we go and down, out and down we go, and 3, just circle, you go out, circle, and you come back. So now bring both thighs towards your chest. Roll a little bit on your back and then roll it up. So that was it. Looks easy, it's difficult, I know. So don't despair if it doesn't work right away, this will come. It's really a motor control thing and a real challenge for your trunk. I hope you liked this episode. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you tomorrow again when we do the curl downs or half roll downs. One of my absolutely favorite exercises.